Contestant number 3, Jackie Lee, Ryan Tree. Ryan Tree, Jackie Lee.
Saving someone's life is one of the great things we can do. Have you watched the movie Saving Private Ryan? It is about 8 soldiers on a mission to rescue another soldier, Ryan, from a battlefield during World War II. In order to save just one life, 8 people sacrificed themselves during their mission, and they saved Ryan in the end. Why do they sacrifice themselves to save just a private, not even general? Does the private Ryan matter? Mr. Contest Chair, fellow Toastmasters, I too saved a Ryan in the Army. I served in the Army as a military officer. One day, my team was tasked to move a pine tree from the backyard to headquarters garden. Of course, we had to move it alive, so my team named the tree Ryan. 8 soldiers armed with shovels and pickaxes gathered around the tree with a truck. Although I grew up in the city, I knew that when transplanting a tree, we had to move not only the roots, but also the soil around them. Because the roots spread too deep and wide under the ground, we had to cut the roots to the right size to lift it onto the truck. So I gave my order to my team to cut it at 1 meter around the tree. Come on, let's get it started. Then Surgeon Kim, who had been farming in the countryside, told me, "Sir, this is not the right way to keep the tree alive. We should not cut the little roots out." Surgeon Kim, I know, but we should be able to lift it. Little roots will grow back from the large ones later. He seemed frustrated. We can cut out the large roots, but we should keep the little roots. I was frustrated. Cutting off the large roots, how can we keep the little roots? Doesn't make sense. However, I had to change my mind because he asked me, "Have you ever done this kind of a job before, sir?" I backed off and let him lead the whole team. They dug up the soil and cut off a few large roots. And then they took care of the rest of the roots carefully, leaving all the little roots intact, undamaged. He was right. Trees absorb water from the little roots. They are the mouth of the trees. Thanks to Surgeon Kim, we could save the life of the Ryan tree in the end. I finished my army service and started my life as an office worker. Working in a company, the situations I had to deal with were far more complex and varied than the ones in the army. I often worked overtime and had many drinking gatherings after work. Finally, my body sent me signal. I had an irregular heartbeat, started feeling great pain in my lower back. It was difficult to walk with my back straight. Doctor said I needed surgery for my lower back. That time, I was in complete despair. I felt like I couldn't do anything. Why me? I blamed God. Knowing that I was in despair, my mother gave me a poem. Wisdom of the Days I'm Lost, written by Nohe Park. When you lose something significant, start with a little truth. When the great river runs dry, take a look at the small waterways. In order to see flowers and fruits, take a look at the roots and the soil. This poem reminds me of the Ryan tree. Back then, little roots saved the Ryan tree. Now, small waterways save the river. Little and small things matter. Mr. Contest Chair, fellow Toastmasters, when we face great difficulty, we usually assume that there is solution as great as the difficulty. So we don't really think of little roots or small waterways. Let me tell you what happened to my back and heart. I booked back surgery from the most famous doctor in Korea. For that, I had to wait for a year and a half. Too long. Too famous doctor. While waiting for it, I quit smoking. Tried to sit with my back straight, took a rest a little more, and took a walk every day. Just little and small things. After 1 year, my heartbeat became normal. My back pain was gone. Big problems don't always need big surgery. As the little roots saved the Ryan tree, small change of my habit saved me. And now, who knows? This short speech will save someone's life. Who knows? Little and small things matter. Mr. Contest Chair.